Two men journey to the bars and restaurants of Scandinavia to find amazing beers, always with the same question.
Hey, what's on tap?
It's time to find out.
The ultimate day, day 24.
Woohoo! So now it's not the penultimate, it's the ultimate.
Exactly. It's a climax.
We've
had the rising climax, and now we have the climax.
It's like the midvinterblut.
Right.
That actually started the day before and ends the day after.
Yes.
That's why when the king tried to pull that stunt, like celebrating one day, he got killed.
Sure.
Who?
What?
Well, never mind. Like, you know.
I don't understand your point.
I'm not going to do all that right now.
Welcome back.
Sorry for
day 24.
The opening.
Yeah, you really did thrill us there. All right, so today we have
a beer from ToØl, and we have one beer from Brewdog.
That's so weird. That's a complete change from what we've had for the last 23 days.
Yeah.
But today we have the Yeastus Christus, which is a farmhouse India Pale Ale.
What is the regular Yeastus Christus?
I have no idea.
No, it's not. It doesn't look like that.
It's not this is the Yeastus Christ.
Yeah, but
this
it's
is
not,
the Yeastus Christus.
What the regular Jesus Christ doesn't have pool stuff on it.
No, but that's Yeastus Christ. This is Yeastus Christus.
So there's different.
Apparently, yes. It's a name. Okay,
It's like
I'm just going by the name.
and then some religious dude.
I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah.
So a farmhouse ale packed with hops, wild yeast, fresh, funky, pale and fruity, tart and mysterious. Comes in at 7.4, and very excited about this. Whereas last year the final beer was the Snowball Saison. I think this is going to be a much better final beer of the year.
Just judging by smell on this, it's hitting all of those farmhouse IPA notes that I like.
Yeah. It's like a sour saison going crazy.
No.
You get the barnhouse funk. Mm-hmm. You've got the straw. You've got the hops. Yeah. The color is just this beautiful.
Tons and tons of Brett on there.
Yeah. It's just this beautiful apricot-y kind of look to it.
So the Brett is why you don't agree.
Yeah.
I get that.
The Brett's super
prominent.
Excellent. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm loving the smell of this.
Yes.
All right. Cheers. Let's jump into this.
Yeah. Dig into this one.
This is really, really frothy. And you just agitate it, and you get this beautiful lacing on the glass. The taste is
okay.
Barnyard funk.
You're being modest. This is a Brett Saison. I love it. That's it.
Okay, reviews then, I guess. What's your rating? No, but I think that you're getting the Brett Saison part, definitely.
The one thing that I'm a little bit contemplating is if it's kind of semi-oxidized.
I don't know. Yeah, we'll get back to that. I think it's got there's a bit of the hoppy, bitter IPA-ishness to it, which is kind of weird. I think.
But I'm also getting like a slight hint of like the cardboardy, wet cardboard, oxidized beer flavor.
I'm getting upset. This is wonderful.
I mean, I don't get that. I get like a fruitiness in the. Because like after it, and then I breathe into my mouth, I get this really nice fruity flavor to it.
I don't know.
I'm getting that fruity saison Brett, kind of straight up, but still. What's the matter, Matthias?
Well, I mean, just judging from the appearance on this bottle, it also kind of looks oxidized. Because I mean, it has that really like brownish hue to it.
But aren't you going technical? According to flavor.
I am.
According to flavor.
Yes. And according to flavor, an oxidized beer would kind of explicit or...
Yeah, but wouldn't it turn more brownish then? I mean, because this is...
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
this doesn't strike me as oxidized.
Well, that's why I'm saying it tastes slightly oxidized.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I get that the color is slightly off, actually. Mm-hmm. It is going brown.
Yeah.
However, it's still more yellow than amber.
Yeah, I don't really
agree. There. But either way, I really like this. It's fruity. It's so fruity.
It's
you got the
incredibly
bread.
fruity. It's very apricot-y.
And
Yeah,
like
I know.
I'm a sucker for fruit and bread together.
Yes.
That's my thing. And
That's your jam.
Oh, aren't you feeling clever?
I've just been waiting. 24 days I've been waiting.
Finally, you get to unload that pearl of humor with this.
No,
I think
it's thick.
I think it's good, but
I like the breadiness of it.
yeah. I like the bread. I like the flavor profile, but I have a concern that it might be going slightly oxidized.
No, but I think I don't get the wet cardboard on it too much. I think that it's like if you like farmhouse and you like saison and you like Brett beers, I think it's going to do it for you, man. I think it's going to hit that wheelhouse.
Well, I mean, that's the point. Like, I love all that shit.
You do,
But
that is more your wheelhouse than mine.
I know
So.
that's the thing, right? But there's something off.
Do you know what I like most of this?
What?
They have a Brett beer on Christmas Eve.
I know
That's awesome.
Yes.
I mean, it's not like the general idea of a good beer to having it Brett like this. And this is the most exciting version of the Yeastus series I ever had.
Definitely.
I do agree with Matthias that something is slightly off.
Yeah.
There's a bit of caramel in this.
Yeah.
And it's a bit of unfreshness in behind.
Yeah.
But apart from that, it's beautiful.
It could be. I'll give you that. It could be a little fresher, a little lighter. I don't know if that's the IPA part, maybe pulling it down a little bit.
See if we can find a bottle date on this.
Oh, it's well, it's good until March 11th of 2020.
Yeah, so it doesn't say much.
It's a longer. Well,
Yeah.
so it might actually have been bottled in March with a 3-year best
Yeah.
before because it is a Brett beer.
And I give it that. There's
Yeah.
some dead hops in
Yeah.
that. That's why I'm saying caramel and deadness and whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a hoppy beer.
It feels old.
Yeah. The hoppiness is a little off. I'll give
Yeah.
you that.
But the bread saves it.
I mean, it helps, but it
You're
doesn't
confused.
save it. I'm not.
No, okay, you're not. Shit. Well,
This is one I would like to try in the first 3 months of its shelf life
Yeah.
to see where. Like this is one where I'd like to try it fresh and then try it in 2020 to see
Yeah.
what the difference is because I think we're in that transitional state where it's transitioning from an IPA into a Brett beer.
Yes. Yeah.
but
yeah.
you have that strangeness with bread. Like it would probably be too bready to have when it's fresh. So and then later the hops are dead.
Yeah.
So where does this mean? I mean, Mikkeller, for instance, they actually do great bread beer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's but while
Oh,
Stone doesn't. Stone's beer is like pure bread from start to end. Just throw it away. Don't buy it. It's overrated.
The McKellar Invasion IPA.
Yeah.
Jesus,
Wonderful,
holy shit.
wonderful. But like, I'm a sucker for Brett IPA. I
Yeah.
also think that Bräckeriet does really great
Yes.
Brett IPAs. Although their Swedish chef that was, thrown away, and they start doing the Uncle Brett. The Swedish chef was way better.
I thought so too.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
thank
was
you,
a really
Matthias.
great beer.
You as well.
We had that on the show.
We had it at Beer Dish, right?
Yeah.
On the show,
Did we do it on the show?
Yeah, we did it on the show. I
And we
think.
were both disappointed we didn't have
Yeah.
more of it.
I don't think
Yeah.
I'd ever met anyone agreeing with me on this point.
No, I thought the Swedish Chef was amazing.
The Swedish chef was a great beer. Please, Bräckeriet, if you listen to this,
Yeah.
give it back to us. We want it.
At
However,
least the three of us want it.
however, having Uncle Brett available at Systembolaget is a great treat. It's
Yeah.
like it's such a
It was a perfect Brett IPA.
yeah, but it's so hard to find Brett IPAs.
Well, okay, that's a subset of a subset of
Yeah.
beers. You know,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
more likely to find a black IPA than a Brett IPA.
Yeah,
I don't
it's-
think people are really making those.
No, but they should.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree. I mean, it just is a beautiful combination of two styles together.
And it's also when done with the correct Brett strain, which adds to that fruitiness to it, then it's just absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Brett IPAs for the people.
Yes.
This is a Brett beer. I wouldn't
Yes.
say IPA necessarily.
No, it feels like it's losing the hops at this point.
Yeah, but it's still, I really enjoy it.
Yeah, but I think you might be onto something with the whole transitional state of it. So it might be in like that dead zone where it's gone away from being an IPA, but it's transitioning into being like a really good Brett beer.
Yeah.
So we might actually just be hitting this at the wrong point in time.
Could be it.
Could be.
Maybe.
But I gotta say, like, the aftertaste, it's just...
It keeps going.
Oh, yeah, it just keeps going.
I mean, I haven't had a sip in a long time, and you can still like taste it.
Yeah, I was thinking, it's still
It's a
very
complex
apricot-y,
beer.
and there's still a lot of
Yeah.
flavor going on there, and that's what impresses me about it.
Yes.
Is that it's... I would like to get a couple more bottles of this and really see how it ages over time.
Well, I want a fresh one.
I want a fresh one, and then I want to try one that's a bit older.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Like, if I want a fresh one, maybe I want one older.
I want both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
But
I had to choose,
as-
I would choose both.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as you said, we might have hit it in the mid-time. Like
Exactly. We
the
might be
fruitness
hitting
is,
it in the wrong
The fruitness
spot.
is gone,
Yeah.
and the bread hasn't really come through.
Yeah.
However, in the end, very enjoyable beer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right, Adrian, so what do you give this one?
I'll give this one a. I'm unfortunate to say because it's true there is some dead hops in it, so I'll give it a 3.75.
Yep.
But I'm very happy of having this as an end.
Yeah,
It's
no,
a
this,
very
I think this is
interesting beer.
a really great
Interesting
end to
beer.
the calendar.
Yeah.
I will also give it a 3.75.
Yep.
I think it's a. I really want to try it in another year or two and see where we end up. But I think it's a great beer.
Yep. I am gonna go with a 3.25.
Oh, you disappoint me with you.
Yeah,
That's
as
okay.
always.
That's what I usually do.
Yep.
No, but
except in bed, and then you're 5 every time.
sure.
I haven't tried. Have you tried?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. No, but I think I'm gonna go with 3.25 because I feel like it was better, fresher, and I do think we're hitting it at the wrong spot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do we have from Brewdog?
Brewdog is bringing out one of their brand new releases, which is a kind of a I guess it's kind of a slap in the face for the Trump administration. It's the Brewdog Make Earth Great Again. And I believe, so this is a saison with a raison d'etre.
All right. Raison d'etre.
So it's a saison with a reason, I guess.
Raison d'etre.
Yeah, well, d'etre, I don't know what that means, but it's saison with a reason.
Ooh, that's so deep for being a beer.
Yeah, I know. It's this beer is a force of nature and a force for good. It's made from melting polar ice, well, glacier ice. It's made from cloudberries from the Arctic Circle and a liberal dose of conscience from the Granite City.
If they really want to make a statement, why don't they call it like "I hate Trump"? I would totally agree.
Yeah,
but
well, everyone should agree.
Yeah, probably
But
do.
it's
except for like
for half of America.
No.
a little bit
40%.
less than that. Yeah,
And lessening.
yeah.
And listening, yeah.
And they're not listening to this podcast because they're morons.
Exactly.
Yeah,
They probably drink Pabst Blue Ribbon and Coors.
Coors Light.
Hey.
And America.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Have
Well-
fun with Coors Light.
Yeah. Enjoy your shitty fucking bear, you asshole.
Wow. Okay, so
Dinguses.
Sorry.
being American, I have to say, like, damn,
Merry
guys,
Christmas.
Yeah.
it's a little harsh. I'm a little alienated here.
Well, you should.
Move on. Let's just
Move on. Yes.
avoid politics here. Let's just keep going to.
Well, this
Other
is
things.
this is an imperial saison
all right.
of character. Spice and citrus notes on the nose, with orange, nutmeg, clove, and caramelized banana on the palate. Drinks dry with a warming body and a hint of tart raspberry to balance the sweetness.
Really?
Yes, it does.
Wow.
Yeah.
Question.
It comes in at a
Imperial Saison? That's
Yeah.
a new one to me.
It's a super saison.
It's not like intergalactic Saison.
No.
No, it's a 7.5% saison.
I've had Imperial Saisons a couple of times, and I generally like them. I mean, they've turned out to be pretty good
Yeah.
overall. And maybe the monkish Imperial Saison, that was quite nice.
I usually, like in the past, I've had a problem with imperial saisons because I feel like since they ferment out really dry, I think they
Oh, it's going to be
accentuate
super, super dry.
probably. I mean, they said on the label it's going to be dry. So, but I think the dryness accentuates the alcohol quite a lot. So even if it's only in kind of quotation marks 7.5%, the dryness usually accentuates that alcohol quite a lot.
Okay, well, to be fair,
that was 7.2, right?
it's 7.4.
7.4.
So,
It's
I mean,
pretty much the same ABV.
Yeah,
So, I mean,
yeah.
they obviously had a phone call a couple of days in advance of shipping out these calendars saying that, well, we're going to put a 7.4% beer on day 24. We're going to do a 7.5.
It's really weird they both put out saisons or like. No, that was
Well, that's a
farmhouse
farmhouse
IPA.
IPA. Yeah.
You know,
Which you could argue could also be categorized as a
imperial
as a,
saison.
Yeah, exactly.
However, I never tried an imperial saison. What I know is I'm really impressed
I'd
with
be
your
willing to
knowledge
bet. I'm
on
willing,
this.
be willing to bet you actually have tried. And it is Trump versus. It's a mecha-Trump.
Robot Trump.
It's a mecha-Trump versus a polar bear.
Yeah.
On
So
the,
it basically is just Trump ruining Earth.
But it's like cheating. Like mecha-Trump got like robotic lasering shooting arms.
so it's a robot Trump.
While the ice bear or whatever it is got nothing.
Well, because it's just pure savagery.
Yeah. Obviously.
Obviously, Trump is missing.
Well, okay, there's a lot we can say about this label and going into the visual metaphors involved, and we're not going to go beyond that. Yeah. So we'll focus on the beer itself.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's a incredibly clear.
Wow, this might be the clearest beer we've had to date.
Yeah.
I mean, this just looks like a glass of wine almost.
That says a lot
it-
because we had some clear beer.
And
I
it just
love
smells
the
like
small bubbles coming out.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like 3 or 4 bubbles at a time.
It's crazy. I see
Yeah.
myself upside down
Yeah.
in Matthias' glass.
It almost looks like a glass of champagne, kind of in the color and the bubble release.
Yeah.
It's
More
an
jello.
extremely prominent classic saison smell coming off
It
of it.
smells a little bit like a Chardonnay barrel almost,
You
or
think?
a wine-ish kind of tint to it.
Yeah, but there's
like a
some
light,
yeast.
like a maybe a Pinot Noir kind of, or
There's
Pinot
the-
Gris.
There's
Yeah.
a prominent yeast though.
Yeah, that's the yeastiness probably is
Yeah.
where it's coming from. All right, cheers,
All
guys.
right.
Cheers.
Oh, and this comes in a
In a
what is this,
bomber.
a bomber. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll get extra today.
Ooh.
Oh, that's peppery. That's what I usually
That
say
is
when I
straight
drink
up
a good
saison.
saison.
I get quite a lot of fruit from that.
Yeah.
I'm the fruit guy. I have to take another sip.
Yes.
Because I went all peppery on the first one. You
I
agree
get,
on
I,
the
get,
peppery?
I agree on the peppery notes, but I do get a lot of fruit in both in the taste and the aftertaste.
There's a depth. I give it that. But fruit, yeah, somehow.
Okay, so what's funny is I get fruity off of it in like a generic fruitiness.
Yeah.
But I don't get
Nutmeg,
orange,
clove.
nutmeg, cloves, and caramelized banana,
No.
which are very prominent fruit-forward dominant flavors here. I would expect to be able to single out at least one of those.
I mean,
Four.
I can
I
get
don't get any of those.
I can get
Banana.
the banana esters in the yeast. I mean,
Yeah,
can
but I mean, this is
get
a
that.
natural
It's just a
flavor component
yeah,
of that.
of the
Yeah.
saison yeast. Yeah.
The banana comes true, but it's not like if
not
you drink this,
overwhelming.
you would say, "Wow, banana." Not at all.
Yeah, it's not like a Hefeweizen where you get that like strong banana flavor to it. This is a real.
It's
more subtle than that.
Peppery saison. It's a strong peppery saison, and then you get some fruit notes like banana is coming through, but you have to look for it.
You know, I don't even really get pepper off of this very much. I get it's a pleasant beer. It's very, very clean. It's very easy to drink.
It is. It's what was the percentage again?
7.4, 7.5,
Yeah.
7.5.
Yeah. All right. It's it's extremely clean. But still, it's like pepper, banana, some tropical stuff. Extremely clean. But still, it's not really making me that interested that I was hoping for.
I kind of feel like a bomber. It's too much.
Oh yeah.
I mean, just splitting this amongst the three of us. it's a lot. I
Yes.
mean, you could easily do 6 people, and everyone would feel like they've had their fill of this one.
The one thing that impresses me on this is the alcohol is just not prominent.
No, not at all.
Because as I said before, that's usually my problem with the super saisons, and it does have a bit of sweetness to it. Mm-hmm. But I have to say, after having tasted it, I just felt like this would be the perfect beer to blend into the ToØl, which I just did. And the blend of these two is just like everything that you were missing from both of them.
Oh, you gotta pass it around.
Yeah.
Is it legal to blend beer like that?
I don't know, but
It's better.
yeah.
Yeah, it's toned down. Actually, while tasting this, I'll say the Brewdog is a little bit spiky. Actually, it's when tasting your blend, it's smooth.
Yeah.
While the Brewdog is not smooth. It's clear. It's as I said, peppery, but it's a bit stingy. Actually,
I think the fruitiness from the Brett actually helps to smoothen that out.
Yeah. There's certain, like you said, once you try the 2 blended, you get like a rawness on the Brewdog that. It's why I'm having a hard time wanting to finish the Make Earth Great Again. It's just a little too edgy for me.
yeah. Now, if we're comparing these two, it's not so hard actually for me, but this one is it is imperial, but I'm not sure that's in a positive way.
Yeah.
All right, well, Adrian, what do you give this beer?
This is a hard one.
It is.
I find it very interesting and a fun beer to have as the last beer.
Yeah.
However, even though I do like it, it's a bit off. I feel it's too high ABV, and that's not something that I usually say. I usually don't care, but this one, no, I actually go 3.5 on this one. Although I'm pretty sure if I had it several times, I would really put it a lot lower or a lot higher. But from now, I'll put 3.5.
Yeah, the problem is, like when you tell me you've got nutmeg, orange, and cloves, I really expect like a very herbally kind of beer, and at least one of those elements to shine through, because cloves have a huge flavor.
Yeah.
Nutmeg has a huge flavor profile. Orange has a huge flavor profile. I don't get any of that in this, and that kind of kills me a little bit. And I feel like if I'd gotten some of any of that, it would be a better beer. It would round it out. You get at least some more character, more notes to it. I think that's what's missing, is the lack of character on this. The 7.5 doesn't kill me. But it just isn't quite getting what I want from it. I give it I guess I gave it a 3. I mean, it kills me to say that because it's a really good saison.
Anti-Trump beer.
No, it's very anti-Trump. On the
So
label and everything.
Stefan is obviously pro-Trump.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Stefan is
I'm by
pro-Trump.
I am by far
He didn't
not.
vote,
Like,
but
we're not,
if he did,
I did vote, but
No, he voted twice.
yeah. At least 3 times. But I gotta say,
He just loves seeing Trump kill that poor guy.
everything he does, he's
look at this
just only doing it right.
polar beer. Is this a 3.0 beer getting killed?
Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna give it a 3.
All right. Well, I'm right there with Adrian. I'm gonna go a 3.5 as well.
All right.
I really don't think it's a bad beer.
It's not. I'm not saying it's a bad beer. I'm just saying that
You're just saying that you love Trump. It's okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
Tyler,
you're
we
entitled.
get it. We get it.
You're entitled to
You
your
don't
political
have
opinion.
to.
I hate both. All right,
Explain
podcast
it.
over. We're done.
It's like Trump with a machine gun on the label.
That's what
We
makes
get it.
that's
We get
what works for me. That's the best part of this beer is Trump with guns. I mean, what more do you want out of a beer?
He's
visual
got his
iconography.
2P on.
Toupee, yeah.
Yeah,
There you go.
it's on.
No, I'm going to go 3.5 as well. I'm impressed of having had a super saison that is not boozy.
Well, it's also, I mean, Brewdog, when you think of Brewdog, you don't think saisons or delicate beers. You think big, bold.
Yeah.
Trump.
Right. Trump, right, you think Trump. I think Brewdog, I think Trump first, and then I think, IPA second. But you think really big, bold beers to begin with. But, so I don't know who won this one.
So we had 3.5, 3.5,
3.
3. So that's what, like a 3.4-ish, 3.3,
Something like that, yeah.
What do we have on the ToØl?
I have no idea.
Oh, shit.
You had a 3.25, right?
At least, yeah.
I did 3.5.
Out of 3.
I usually remember.
Or did you
that.
have a 3.75?
Yeah, might be. Oh, shit.
This might be very close.
Yeah, we should have written this one down. I did not expect it to be as close as it is.
Someone's got that one left.
All right, so
I drank all mine.
I blended mine, so
I blended mine too.
yeah. All right.
Well, I know I had a free on it.
On which one?
On the ToØl one.
And they did 3.5.
Near 3.5.
Yeah.
I guess you both were 3.5s on it.
Yeah, that's it.
So it's a tie.
It's a tie. We'll call it a tie.
Oh my god.
Well,
All right.
we might actually have to.
We had 48 beers and end up in a tie?
We might actually have to stop the episode and listen back to it, because I mean we are on the last day,
However,
and then we'll have to edit it into.
What?
which one is better? ToØl or Brewdog?
Which one would I drink again? I would drink the ToØl again.
No, I'm talking about the calendar. Which one?
Oh, we'll get to
calendar.
that in a second. We'll get that. We're judging these beers right here.
Oh, sorry.
I would say if I had to drink one again, I would drink the ToØl again.
Yeah, I agree. Although I love the initiative from Brewdog pulling out something like this on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
That's good.
And I mean, for me, I would probably I see, I can understand, and I can appreciate where the ToØl is going, but it was that thing that was off. But if it wasn't off, I would definitely go for the ToØl again.
All right, we'll call ToØl the winner then.
So we'll call ToØl.
Fine. Yeah.
Regardless of rating,
Yes.
ToØl is the winner on this one.
All right,
that's one
so-
we'll bring again. Which means
It's a tie.
it's a tie.
It's a tie. It's a tie at 12-12. Fair enough. That's great. Now,
Everyone's happy.
The real question is, if you had to go back and you had, so next year, you're going to buy one advent calendar and your choices were Brewdog or ToØl, which one would you go with?
Why would anyone just buy one calendar?
Well, because they're quite expensive and you don't have unlimited funds.
I thought we were going to say because you don't want to drink more than one beer a day.
That's what I was going to go for.
But never mind that shit. I got my own beer
you're
calendar.
alcohol.
I'm on day 4 right now, I think. Whatever.
Oh, you've been missing out.
Yeah, I've been missing out.
You've got a lot of days to go through still.
Yeah, but it started off really...
So what beer calendar do you have at home?
Well, I got the Balder beer calendar.
Oh, one. Yeah, okay, that's all right. You're private one.
No, that's a friend of mine, and he made like 12 beer calendars. Day 1 was Trillium Deepa. Day 2 was Trillium Deepa. Day 3 was shit. Day 4 was great, and I'm on day 8, and I'm still working.
Was day 3 a wheat beer?
No.
See, I want to make Adrian
Okay.
I want to make.
However, your question.
Yes.
Yeah. Would I buy the Brewdog or the ToØl calendar next year? Without doubt, without any doubt, I would buy the ToØl. Brewdog has had some really classy beer, but from my point of view, where I'd like to be surprised, I like to see something different. ToØl has been really good this year.
Yeah.
I love that calendar. I would love to have it next year, and I will probably buy it next year.
Yeah, I would say that the highs for Brewdog were much higher than ToØl.
Yeah.
But the lows were so much lower.
5 a.m. Ooh.
Yeah.
Slot machine. Fucking bullshit.
Yeah. So I would say that overall, as a general package, where I'm going to get something of quality and I'm going to generally enjoy day in, day out, ToØl by far. Yeah.
I don't know if I would go as far as to say by far, because I do. I mean, we had the paradox.
I mean, they're
You're the
both.
Brewdog fan in the clan.
Well, no, I wouldn't say I'm a fan of. I wouldn't say I'm a fan of either one in particular. But I mean, I love the coffee cigarettes that we had. I love the Paradox Rye. I mean, the abstract ones that we had in the beginning were really nice as well. But they lost because ToØl brought out a better offering of those days. But I agree with you there that the highs of Brewdog were really, really high, but the lows were just incredibly disappointing.
Yeah.
So for a kind of like middle ground, a middle ground appreciation of the whole calendar throughout the month, I would definitely also go ToØl.
Yeah, I'd be willing to bet that if we were to do an averaging out of the beers, the ToØl would probably be somewhere around 3.75, whereas the Brewdog would be somewhere around 3.5.
Exactly.
They're really, really close. I mean, they both had some amazing beers. They both had some really interesting things to talk about and to try. And if you've never tried either of these breweries before, you're not going to be disappointed. You're going to find a lot of interesting things, especially when Brewdog brings out their lesser beers. I shouldn't say lesser, but their catalog beers.
Yeah.
But in a really fresh state.
Yeah.
I mean, it really nails the hops on a lot of things. Like the Jackhammer, the Punk,
the Dead Pony Club.
It's
Pony Club.
Funny how Dead Pony Club could come true while 5 a.m. and even the Jackhammer sort of failed in perspective, though.
Yeah.
But when it comes to ToØl, they're still so imaginary. They're still so experimental. I'm so happy that ToØl is still the brewery.
That you fell in love with.
Yeah. I felt like the last couple of years they've been leaning backwards, just going on whatever they have and so on. But I'd say that there's a single experiment, a single beer that sort of turns that around, and that's the lemongrass.
Lemongrass Goza was a definite highlight.
That's the highlight of both these two calendars.
That's
without
one that killed
doubt.
the AB abstract, right?
Yeah. And I would say that Shandy was really incredible.
But the lemongrass stuff that's what I will remember, and I think that I will remember lemongrass before I remember the amazing Paradox.
Yeah.
Sort of says it all.
Yeah, I gotta say, I think I've never been disappointed by a ToØl Goza. So far.
I haven't either.
Or any ToØl called Sur something.
Yeah.
Even the Sur Motueka that we had was absolutely amazing.
That was another highlight of the month.
So it's I mean, and it's also funny to say, but I mean, a lot of the low ABV sour beers from ToØl has been highlights again this year.
Yeah.
So I mean, that goes to show that at least in our little group here, we extremely enjoy the ToØl sour low ABV beers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Indeed.
But I think it comes down to consistency, like throughout the whole month or throughout the 24 days. And just repeating what we already said once before, the highs were really high in Brewdog. Lows were extremely low, but ToØl kept the consistency throughout the month that Brewdog just didn't.
Yeah, I mean, there were only like 2 or 3 ToØls that we didn't really, really like.
Yeah.
And even things that were extremely experimental, like the Camel Mild.
Yeah.
We still, I think, ended up giving like a 3 overall.
Yeah.
On that. And, and those were really challenging beers.
Yeah.
Even though there is very, very even, ToØl had like bad luck.
Yeah.
But also, Brewdog have a couple of natural winners.
Yeah.
Like, who could ever beat the best beers? Probably the Paradox.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So the best beers is still Brewdog.
Yeah.
But
consistency throughout is ToØl.
Yeah. Definitely. So it's very clear. Brewdog is kind of had a bad spear, but
I don't know if I put that lemongrass Goza up against that Paradox.
Yeah,
that would have been a really hard one to call because
we have to do that. Both
of them were exceptional beers.
Yeah,
completely different, but just brilliant in their own right.
Yes.
I
yes.
do have to say that the one thing that I'm disappointed about in the ToØl calendar is that we have not seen any of the really exceptional stouts.
Yeah.
We have not seen like the Eula milk or the sort milk, for example.
Or the barrel-aged Eula milk.
Yeah, exactly.
Or a Goliath, or...
we saw a lot of barrel-aged stouts in the Brewdog calendar.
Yeah, that would be my one
If I would not
regret.
the ToØl calendar, it would be like put more barrel-aged stouts in there.
Yeah, just
Yes.
throw in one. It
Yeah.
just has to be one. That's all I need. One or two.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I agree. Like, raise the price, put in a barrel-aged Eula milk on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
And that would sort of kill this discussion.
Yeah.
Because they when ToØl brings their best stout, they're unbeatable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't even matter if the Paradox Rye was up against the Eula milk. It would be the Eula milk all the way.
Yeah.
Oh man, you were talking about. Well, I was blown away by that paradox. But all right, I got a Eula milk barrel aged at home,
Oh,
25
which one?
centiliters.
Which one?
The rum.
Yeah, that's really. I had the cognac one, and that cognac one was so good.
I never tried this. It's like 25 centiliters. I'm saving it for you guys, I guess.
Oh, thanks.
Amazing.
And that's why we love you.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, Merry Christmas. Thank you for joining us for our Advent Calendar
Adventure.
ToØl versus Brewdog. I think it was a wonderful experience.
It was extremely close.
Yeah.
And ToØl brings it home in the end.
I think so.
Close and close. I favored ToØl from start.
Well, guys, have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
See you in the Wordcast next year.
Yes.
Wordcast, my ass.